Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really unique corner of Sri Lanka. It's a place where wilderness and water come together in a pretty spectacular way, and it offers an experience you're just not going to find anywhere else.
So let me ask you something. I want you to picture this. Not just an elephant splashing around in the shallows, but actually swimming. Trunk held high like a periscope, moving gracefully through deep water from one island to another. Sounds pretty wild, right?
Well, believe it or not, this is a real thing. It's a regular sight at Gal Oya National Park, which is honestly one of the most pristine and peaceful spots in the whole country. And let me tell you, this is definitely not your average wildlife tour.
Yeah, a different kind of safari. Gal Oya really sets itself apart. So for a minute, I want you to forget about the usual bumpy, dusty Jeep tracks, because the main event here, it happens on the water.
And the reason it's so different, the reason for this whole unique experience, is the park's incredible centerpiece. It's this massive body of water that literally defines the entire landscape and all the life inside it.
This is the Senanayake Samudraya, and the scale here is just staggering. It's not just a big lake. It's the largest man-made reservoir in all of Sri Lanka. It's so huge, it actually has its own little clusters of islands scattered throughout, creating this totally one-of-a-kind, water-based ecosystem.
You know, the park's whole reason for being is tied to this reservoir. It was set up way back in 1954 with one main goal: to protect the watershed, the whole area that feeds this massive, life-giving body of water. So really, the park was made to serve the reservoir, and the two are still completely connected.
And we're talking about a huge area, almost 26,000 hectares. It's kind of hard to picture, but that's nearly 260 square kilometers of sprawling evergreen forest, wide-open grasslands, and savanna, and it's all built around that central reservoir.
All right, so a giant park, a giant reservoir, what does that actually mean for the wildlife? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. This whole water-based setup creates a viewing experience you just can't get anywhere else.
When you're out on a boat safari on the reservoir, you get a totally different perspective. The star of the show, no question, is watching entire herds of elephants swim from one island to the next looking for food. It's incredible. You'll also see crocodiles just lounging on the banks, soaking up the sun. And hey, if you're really, really lucky, you might just spot a leopard or even a sloth bear. It's rare, but it happens.
But it's not just about the big mammals. If you're a bird watcher, oh man, this place is an absolute paradise. The reservoir is like a magnet for all kinds of water birds. You can expect to see these majestic gray-headed fish eagles scanning the surface, plus big flocks of Indian cormorants and these beautiful, colorful painted storks.
Now, beyond all the incredible nature, Gal Oya has this other layer, this deep cultural heart. It's like a living bridge to an ancient way of life that's deeply, deeply connected to this exact forest.
You see, this park is the ancestral home of the Vedda people. They are one of Sri Lanka's last remaining indigenous communities. And for them, their culture, their traditions, their whole history is just woven into the very fabric of this land. And what's amazing is that visitors can have this really unique and respectful cultural exchange. You can meet guides from the Vedda community, and they'll take you on a walk through the forest. You get to learn right from them about their way of life, everything from ancient hunting skills to their incredible knowledge of herbal medicine. It's a really immersive and honestly humbling experience.
Okay, so when you have a place that's this special, both for its ecology and its culture, protecting it is just everything. But what does that actually look like day to day? And what are the challenges they're up against?
First, just a little practical tip that actually ties right into conservation. The absolute best time to visit is during the dry season, so think March through August. As the reservoir's water levels drop, the wildlife starts to gather near the water that's left. It makes for amazing sightings, and it's also this really powerful visual reminder of just how critical that reservoir is for their survival.
But of course, this sanctuary isn't without its problems. It's facing some very real threats. We're talking about things like deforestation creeping in on its borders, the illegal poaching of its precious wildlife, and those unavoidable conflicts that happen when human settlements and animal habitats get a little too close. These are tough, ongoing challenges.
So, at the end of the day, Gal Oya really is so much more than just a pin on a map of national parks.
Yes, it's a treasure of unbelievable natural beauty, for sure. But it's also this rare sanctuary for pure tranquility. Its remoteness and that whole water-based vibe give it a sense of peace that is just so hard to find these days.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? In a world that's always pushing for the next big, high-octane adventure, what is the real value of a place that, above all else, offers a deep, profound sense of serenity? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.